there is something really quite unnerving about the world politically and how everything's kind of turning. I feel something in my waters. I feel it.
Well, I trust your waters.
I do. There's something going on. Something big is gonna fucking happen. I can feel it.
So just buckle up and be prepared. No matter what happens, stay in essence. Don't go to the lights. Go to essence. You know?
Yeah, right.
Forget about trying to find Earth's fucking core and all that shit. Just involute. Keep involuting you all the way back to source. You'll get where you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, just call this emergency Shiznay. Another one.
Yes.
Because ruffling a few feathers on the shadow.
Mm-hmm. It's a biggie. It's quite potent.
I know, but wowza. Think past fucking Jung. Who was Jung? Fucking Anunnaki shill. I mean, we don't know. These are all things that we've come to believe. What annoys me, or where I'm drawing the line, is that the ills of the world are somehow my fault. There's somehow a reflection, somehow something hidden within me that I haven't dealt with, that is my shadow. So that woman over there being raped, that war, etc., is somehow my shadow. Get fucked. Get fucked up the yin-yang. No, I won't accept that. The shadow I'm talking about, right, is exactly that. That the spells, the inversion tech that takes your truth, twists it, and somehow puts you in this experience, this world. I'm not talking about doing your shadow work as in, I'm an arrogant asshole. I need to find out why. Frankly, if you're there, good luck. I'm not helping you. Well, if you're there, the only person who can take you out is you. Until you reach a sense or a piece or a part of you that understands and embraces humility, it's never going to happen.
There's no changing. Yeah.
When people get a first flush of their own power, they don't realise where that power really does come from, and somehow they think it's theirs. What else? Anyway,
very true.
I know. But that, again, sorts out the rookies from the hookies.
That's a new one.
Sorts out the rookies from the groovers.
I'll go with that.
I'll go with that, yeah. So, I mean, this was what I was trying to say, was when people start to look into themselves, which I agree, I totally agree, one must take responsibility. But where is it that war in Somalia, that fucking ISIS, that whatever the fuck it is somehow my shadow? I won't have it. I won't accept that. No, it's not my shadow.
I've heard that concept a lot throughout my life.
I know.
That somehow, if there's something bad going on in the world, well, on some level we're creating it. And
we agreed to it. And we agreed to
Yeah.
it. Fuck off.
Yeah. It's the agreeing part that I get at. It's not necessarily that it's not true, because maybe there's whatever's
I'm big
sitting
on
there.
agreements. When I say I'm big on agreements, I mean I know that I've been roped into running certain realities, etc., because I inadvertently agreed, or I agreed to something else, and this was in the fine print, etc. So again, we're not saying there's no agreements. What we're trying to say is you're not as fucked as you think you are.
Yeah.
You think I'd get you think that'd be something that people would grab onto. You're not as fucked as you think you are. But no, it's like, when are they ever going to realise that being informed is not being awoken, is not awake? Just because you think you know all this information doesn't mean it's somehow ignited the light bulb. And so when they hear things that don't fit into that, file, then it's like, no, that's wrong. Yeah. It's like, well, just listen, because if you listen, this is a way to get you out of it, you fucking tarts. With Joy, Grace and Eve.
I get it.
Just a little clarity on that one.
Do you, I'm thinking, back to my own experience, how I can relate to everything.
Which is really how we can only relate to anything, through our own experience.
Exactly. People there are a lot of people out there who don't know that they're not awake until they realise they're not awake.
So what do they think they are?
That makes sense.
Do you mean the ones that are, you know, like, oh, have you heard of this thing called the Mandela Effect? And it's like, you know, they know. And have you heard of like this thing called David Icke? Yeah, I know. Do you mean like that?
Yeah, it is a little bit like that, but also, like, there was a stage I thought, okay, I know so much right now, and then I'd have an experience and go, oh, fuck, I know nothing.
Hello, humility.
Deep in it.
But see, this is what I'm saying. Was that your shadow? Because in true effect, if you're sitting in essence and you start to feel that little bit of, I'm fucking hot shit, essence usually gives you a little inkling of, darling, let me remind you of you in the scheme of things. Right?
Man,
it's like, no, but seriously, it's a built-in thing that keeps you out of your fucking ego, out of that, I'm the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is what I'm saying. We've got our own setup that can keep us on the straight and narrow. You know, it's inbuilt. Yeah. That humility is inbuilt. If you keep hitting essence, you cannot embrace essence out of integrity without that humility. So it's like a self-perpetuating thing, right? So I'm saying you are really connecting with self. There is not an ego of I'm hot shit. If anything, I found an awe, a vastness of, oh my God, there is so much to me. There is so much to honour, yet there is so much to be humble about. You know, I don't know. I just experience wisdom.
I get what you're saying.
And when from honouring that place, from being in there, this is where I'm saying there is no shadow. It's all of me, and all of it is accepted. Right? When we sat in our own cosmology, when we had the experience of feeling the inversion tech, holy shit, that completely changed my outlook. That completely changed the energetics around me when we smashed that. And I'm saying it was a breakthrough. And I just want other people to have that experience of realising the world is not their fault. Their experience of the world is their responsibility, but what is out there is not their fault. It's been twisted and made to look like that.
In a nutshell. That's, yeah. I don't know what else to say because
I know. Me neither.
I'm
sort
right
of
in here.
had to even make this video to re-explain it. I'm like, obviously I didn't say it or transmit it correctly the first time. But just, wowza people, understand you're not as bad as you think you are. You know?
You know what it could also be is that it's a pretty big thing to say something like that because
I don't realise it is. It just comes out, darling.
I know, it's great. I love that it does. Because that would mean that, you know, the old methods, the old ways don't work.
Surprise.
That people will have to find a completely new way of doing things.
You tell me,
you're
but
busting
they
a really
don't.
big thing.
They don't have to they can still do their shadow work, but understand what it is. It's a spell, an inversion that they're living through. It's not their essence or their truth. So they don't have to do things a lot differently. They just have to understand the onus isn't on them.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't cause ISIS. They did not cause the deaths in Somalia. They did not cause starving children. They did not, you know what I mean? That's what I think. Feel. No.
Yeah.
The thing that it's a big thing is like, what are we attached to, truth or dogma? I've told people to do their shadow work. What I'm really referring to is knock your fucking ego off, boys and girls. You ain't the shit, right? Just because you can experience that doesn't mean it makes you better than anyone else, higher than anyone else. No, not at all. So when I'm saying do your shadow work, that's what I'm talking about. Do that thing that makes you think you're above others, better than others, more deserving than others, etc.
Yeah, I get you. But also changes the way that we view the world, I think, for the in a better way, because it alleviates so much pressure. But then it leaves in its wake, like, then, holy fuck, then what is causing it? Like, it just one truth after another is revealed after that.
So what do you
Because
think
then that
causing
really...
it? Exactly. So you can't get, you have to see, you have to feel that we are being manipulated, we are being used, and we are being farmed. I mean, there's a reason they put you in that position. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I liked reversing your cosmology. I liked, what are we calling it again?
Reclaiming your cosmology.
I liked that because in one ride, it changed my world. When we did it on that girl that was here, it fucking rocked her world. It changed her life. Johnny, my God. I mean, if it can change in such a quick amount of time, change it up, then that's what I'm after.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want this wallowing shit. I don't want people to have 500 sessions to get to their shit. I want it done, dusted, moving right along. It's better for us. It's better for the world. So, you know, I like effective. I like quick. I like decisive. I like... So
you like full throttle.
This is what it was all about. It was to say that, look, people, listen, don't just react on, I don't have a shadow. What I was saying was when I sit in that essence, when I'm embracing all I am, there is no shadow. Everything's valid. Everything's beautiful. Everything comes from that essence source. Right? It's only when I'm in this matrix and I sit and I feel the effect of the energies around me, I realise it's not my shadow, it's inversion spells. And they're able to be busted.
Yes. Yes. Comes down to experiencing what you mean as well.
But this is the point. I hadn't had that experience until. It's like my experience of the shadow had been what everybody else had talked about, that no age bullshit. And then when I sat in there and I had that fucking balls to bone wow, it was like, people, liberate. This is great. This is... Anyway. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
Exactly. Experience comes down to experience, I think, as well. Awareness and experience, yeah.
Well, experience will give you an awareness. Before that, it's just information. But once you experience it, you can then have a take on how it works for you or not. Does that make sense? No. Experience wisdom is the only black.
Yes.
That's a T-shirt. Yeah. Shadow. Who's Carl Jung? Who's Carl Jung but somebody the establishment made famous? Who got a whole genre of psychology out of it.
I wonder who he sucked off.
Isn't it funny?
But even so, like, psychology is a theory. On no level is it an actual experience of moving.
But the No Ages run with it like it's gospel.
Oh, yeah. Jung is like almost like the bridge between, it's like, or it's like the softer version or something he appealed to.
Jung. Well, listen to this. Vicky Berenice says this. You are not creating the world with your hidden unresolved issues. Blank, no. Wash that out of your head.
Done.
Thanks. I'll cut this together. All right. No, but seriously, who is Jung?
Yeah.
But somebody the establishment told us knew our minds.
They knew how to do it. Oh, God, that gives me the shivers.
Well, isn't modern psychiatry, modern psychology, all that shit based on so much? Like, I'm a Jungian psychologist. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's school of thought from what I understand.
Oh, school of thought. Thank you. This is the school of feeling.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Yes. I dig.